So this is going to bring us into the anvil and the life jacket. All right. Now, a life jacket, especially this kind right here, what does it make you do? Float. Life jacket makes you float. Okay? Doesn't make you a better swimmer. Doesn't do anything. Makes you float. Okay? So you can put on a life jacket, jump in the water, and float. But that's all you're going to do. Floating is a passive activity. It's something you do just to exist. And in the case of the life jacket, it's something you're doing to survive until help arrives. Does the life jacket work forever? No. No. Sorry if this is going to go ahead and ruin boating for anybody. All right? But life jackets don't work forever. Right? At a point, a life jacket becomes waterlogged and you sink. It happens. Sorry. Yeah. If you're going on a cruise later this month, I apologize for that one. Just like know that that's the case, right? So we're wearing that life jacket, we're floating. Maybe we get carried to shore, maybe we get carried out deeper to sea. You know what I mean? We don't know. We're just kind of floating. You add that anvil. Now you're holding an anvil, and an anvil is all that camp-based thinking. It's all that negativity. It's all that self-doubt, and it's all that uneven goal stuff, right? We hold it right here. That life jacket, if it still works, is going to become waterlogged twice as fast. You know what I mean? We're going to cut the life of that life jacket in half by holding that anvil, okay? So we can drop that anvil at any time. We can get rid of it whenever we want. But all that's going to do is allow us to float for longer, okay? We can get rid of all the negativity. We can get rid of all the self-doubt. We can get rid of all that crap. We can let go of it. But all we're back in the life jacket. We're bottom in the middle of the ocean. I read some stat that only 30% of people in America are devoutly religious, and that they think it guides their day-to-day life. You know what I mean? And it's a similar percentage of people that have careers that are really, really fulfilling to them, that go to work and fulfill them. So let's pretend that there's no overlap in those two groups. Let's pretend, well, there's obviously overlap. Let's pretend there's no overlap whatsoever. That leaves a huge chunk of people that are just floating every day. They just wake up, they go do something, they come home, and they just don't get anything out of it. You know what I mean? So we got to stop floating. We got to stop figuring out how to just exist in this space that we've created. Even if we're not beating ourselves up every minute. Even if we don't have a list of out-of-shape words that are just in the back of our mind all the time, right? We got to figure out how we do that. So the bottom line is we got to figure out how we take it off and swim. You know, you take off that life jacket, you pick a direction, you start swimming that direction. Maybe you make it, maybe you don't. You know, but you have the same choice of sinking in either scenario. And I like the option where we start moving towards something, right? So that is really going to be the point of this, is how do we stop being in these situations where we're just kind of floating and holding on to this life jacket, thinking this is good for now, and waiting for someone to help us. Then when do we say, screw it, take it off, and start swimming in the direction of something that we want to do, right? So here's what we're